Our huge debt must lead to inflation. No? This is part 2 of Alan Roth's article on the 8 great misconceptions of bonds. Again, just a wonderful, it's literally, he went into this lump of coal mine and stole all my best stuff here. So, sure, the way I learned economics was that you print money or more money chasing the same quantity of goods and services, that's inflationary. Going back to the classical monetarist thing. More dollars chasing fewer goods is inflationary. Hold on, just learn in Economics 101, the macro, and again, macro, give me micro, man, any day of the week. Macro is the silliness of the Phillips curve and all these other crap stuff that has been out there. It's been in the economics textbooks for ages and ages and ages, and it's I don't know what's going on, man. It's nuts. But anyway, be that as it may, the idea that this leads to that is simply, it's just, I'm not saying it's disproven, but there's no correlation, it's just, it is. I mean, what happens over here has nothing to do with what happens over there, as we've seen throughout history now. But yet we still teach it as if this happens, this other thing will be the result. We just don't know. All right, so let's look here. But many things many things don't follow what we learned in college. What? Critical race theory is not true. Liberation theology is not true. What? Japan has been running huge deficits for decades, and its debt is now more than twice its GDP. Its debt, in fact, is more than that. I mean, not just more, but significantly more. Almost twice of that of the U.S. Since 1990, Japan has no inflation. That's not to say the same things will happen in the U.S. Extrapolating data based on one data point is always dangerous, and I'm more than a little bit worried about our nation's fiscal policies. Yet we can't assume this means high or hyperinflation will follow. It's hard to predict rates. Count me among the many who would have bet interest rates could never be negative as they still are in Germany. And check this out. Negative interest rates. I mean, it's just freaking, I'm telling you, man, look, right here. Negative interest rates. It's right there. And I've come up from the bottom, but they're still negative 0.45. It's freaking insane. We go to 1 year. Look at that. That's August 2019. Why did I do that? That's weird. Let's go to 10 year. There we go. That's what I wanted. I thought I did max. What would be max? There we go. So here's long-term rates. 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, going down, going up, going down. Look, I'm just steadily going down. Look at that. Look at that. It's nuts. That's Japan. That's Germany, man. It just, and look, it's been negative for going on a year now. It's been negative. I mean, this is insane, man. How do we get out of that thing? All right, there we go. Long-term interest rates by country. So check this out. Australia, 1.05. Austria was part of the EU, so they're all going to have similar rates in the EU. Bahrain, 5.5. Bangladesh is only 5.96. Brazil, 4.39. Bulgaria, 19 basis points. Canada, 84 basis points. Colombia is 5.9. Then we go all the way down to the U.S. We're like, wait, this doesn't make any sense. Why is the U.S. so high, relatively speaking, at 1.08? And that's 10 years, essentially what they're saying, to January 2021. UK is 56 basis points. Turkey is 13.19, but who's going to do business in Turkey? Thailand, 1.95. Switzerland, negative. Sweden, 25 bips. Sri Lanka is 10. Spain, it's crazy, man. Slovenia is 2 bips. Slovakia, negative. Singapore is 1. I mean, it's insanity on steroids. And we go to, what if we get this, go to trading economics. Trading economics. It doesn't make any sense. Let's go to debt to GDP, 100% in the U.S. Here's Japan, 236. And the interesting thing, if we go to Germany, it's only 59.8. So Germany's got negative interest rates with debt to GDP less than 60%, a little bit more than half of ours. We are a little bit less than half of Japan's, and yet Japan's got negative and Germany's got negative. How do you? So Germany's got tiny debt to GDP. In fact, it might be one of the lowest in the country. No, not necessarily. Well, the major. I mean, look at this. Here's Turkey. Here's Chile. Here's Bangladesh. Here's Saudi Arabia. Here's Russia. Debt to GDP. You know why? Because no one's going to loan them money. Here's Romania, UAE. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, we need to have lower debt. Well, and yet look at their interest rates. I look at their inflation. Turkey, Nigeria, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Bangladesh, and then you look at their interest rate: 4, 1, 1, 4, 19, 11. Denmark's the only one in there. Let's see here, and then you got 3.5. I mean, it's nuts. There's I ran no correlation at all between debt to GDP and high interest rates or high inflation. Just none. You cannot say if this happens, the other will. Gold sinks almost 1%. All right, cool. That just doesn't make any sense. All right, so again, I'll put links to shows next now.